Hello, Grumpy Old Fart here. Um, Everywhere you look, people are arguing. People don't agree on politics. They disagree on movies. They disagree on what should be and shouldn't be in any facet of our lives, and it shouldn't be that way. Um, if you have a disagreement with somebody, you should be able to disagree with them and come up with a middle ground, or agree to disagree and walk away. Okay. But one of the main things that really bugs me is people don't laugh enough. People can't laugh enough because humor is restricted. And if you don't believe me, watch what's coming out on some of these comedians these days. There's politically correct rules about what they can and cannot say or talk about or do on stage, and you cannot laugh at a quality joke anymore. And we need to be able to laugh together at each other. I want to be able to laugh at a black guy and it not be racist. I want that black guy to be able to laugh at me, a white guy, and it not be racist. You see what I'm saying? I want a Chinese person to be able to laugh at a black person and it not be racist. Or does that not make sense? Okay? Towards that end, I have compiled a list of some of the all-time great comedians and a few new ones that I think you're going to like. These guys are not politically correct, and thank God for them. That is brilliant. I'm going to start with some of the old standbys, and I'll work towards some of the newer ones. Richard Pryor. Richard Pryor is so freaking funny. He was hilarious. He died a few years ago, and the world sorely misses him because he was so funny. That man could make anyone laugh at just about anything. And if you don't believe me, go to YouTube and type in Richard Pryor Mudbone. Okay, check it out. I mean, there's just no way not to laugh at him. Next on my list is George Carlin. George Carlin talks about social ills, and he does it in a manner that is just so hilarious. Dave Chappelle. Dave Chappelle he's still making comedy, and he actually got in trouble for some of his comedy the other day. But man, he is funny. I cannot watch Dave Chappelle and not laugh. He is so funny. He does everything, just about everything he does. He had a show called Chappelle Show. Check that out. You can't watch that and not laugh. Eddie Murphy. My favorite. Goody Goo Goo Gus. Just check it out. You'll see what I mean. Eddie Murphy's hilarious. Chris Rock. Chris Rock is funny as hell. Bill Hicks is funny. Robin Williams was a great comedian. We really miss him. He died a few years ago. Don Rickles died just recently. Bill Cosby. Yeah, I know you're thinking, oh, he's in jail, he's a rapist. Yeah, but when his stand-up was funny as hell. Lenny Bruce. Funny as hell. Joan Rivers. Rodney Dangerfield. I don't get no respect. Jonathan Winters. Kevin Hart. Red Fox. Fred Sanford. Man, he was funny. He did this bit where the fat lady walking on concrete and her footprints are leaving footprints in the concrete, and the concrete wasn't even wet. Sam Kinison. Bernie Mac. Dick Gregory. Dick Gregory was an activist who was so funny. Oh my God, he was funny. Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan is funny as hell. Flip Wilson. Flip Wilson was hilarious. Ricky Gervais. KT Tatara. Tatara. There's a guy out there, Godfrey. He does a bit about Arnold Schwarzenegger. It's hilarious. Brad Upton. Brad Upton. He's like my age, and he you can't listen to him and not laugh. Bill Burr does this. He does a wonderful thing called, just go to YouTube, type in Bill Burr, anything Bill Burr does. But he does one specific one I really love called Epidemic of Gold Digging Whores. Okay, it's funny. It's just funny. And if you want something old school that's really hilarious, check out the Dean Martin roasts. There are people who do roasts these days, and they're okay. but they've lost something. They're more swear words and insults than comedy. And back in when Dean Martin was doing them, they were more comedy. You could laugh at them, and it wasn't so. They didn't twist the knife. You know what I'm saying? But check out these funny people. You can catch a lot of these on YouTube, and a lot of these are not family friendly, but they're also not politically correct. You folks have a good day. God bless one and all.